playing. James, first I want to ask you about Hades 2. You kind of mentioned it earlier in the show, but I take it you've been spending a bit of time with it. How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's great. It's probably one of my favorite games of the year. The more I play it, the more I fall in love with it. Some like very minor issues, but they're still issues, so I'm not going to ignore them. But yeah, so did either of you play Hades 1? I know Shan played Hades 2 in early access.
Yeah, I played a fair amount
I
of
played
Hades 1.
both, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're both it's really good. There's just so much great about it. I just love the way the story plays out. The combat is so different to the first game but still has the same vibe in a way. It's really it's weird how they've changed so much but it still feels so similar. Uh,
Mm.
and I think yeah, it feels like a sequel in a lot of ways. Like it just seems to expand on everything. The way that you explore worlds now is different. Like one of the zones that you go to is more open, and you have instead of like being multiple rooms, it's just a big open field, and you've got multiple mini battles to fight on each
That's
field. As an
cool.
example, one of the later ones is like you explore a city, and each building has stuff. Like it just feels a little bit more it feels like more is probably the easiest way to put it. Like it doesn't, it's not, yeah, it's not just the same game with new gods and a new playable character, right? So yeah, really recommend it. Really easy to get into, I think, which is what a lot of these games don't get right. Yeah, I feel is like they are kind of
Mm.
prohibitively hard, but this is still difficult. But it definitely just eases you in a bit better. So yeah, like
If it's anything
I
like the first game, like there's something about the difficulty though that's like when you kind of do take that final hit and you have to start a run again, you kind of like are kicking yourself because you know the mistake that you made, and you like
same,
it's kind of that
yeah.
addictive sort of loop. Like
But
you're
you like,
quickly kind of
and then
sucked
you,
into another run.
yeah. But then
Yeah.
you go straight back into it.
Yeah.
And that's the
There's
other
not a
thing with
lot
this
of dilly daddling. Yeah.
because I've been playing Hades 1 again as well, just to like compare.
Hmm.
And it is definitely it's weird because you can't dash like Zagreus could in this. You've only got a sprint, and that kind of
Okay.
just changes how the combat flows quite a bit. But on top of that, every room is over. It feels like I don't know if I haven't timed it formally, but it feels like it's over way quicker. So you definitely feel like you're getting through it quicker.
Okay.
I suspect maybe your bottlenecks take longer. So like you hit a boss, they just tend to take longer. But what I'm trying to say is the pacing is so much better than the first game in that way. Like if I got to the end of a run in Hades 1 and died, I'd be like, oh, like I'm gonna play it again because I'm addicted to this. But I felt like there was a lot more to go to get to that point again. Whereas in
Hmm.
Hades 2, like because of how brisk it is, in a good way, it doesn't the pacing is just better as a result. And
Okay.
then yeah, like they've added some extra shit that like I don't appreciate, like I don't care too much about, but some people might. It's like Jedi Survivor. There's a weird random gardening mechanic that they've thrown in
Ooh.
to the home base, which like I just don't know why it needs to be there, but sure, whatever.
Can you play
Um,
space chess as well?
you can't. I'm sorry, but you can. You can. I was going to say you can fish, but you can do that in the first game too. But yeah, like and you've got two paths now as well, so you can go underground to beat Kronos, but you can also go up the Mount Olympus to do something else that I won't ruin. So there's actually two paths to take now, with four areas each. So
Hmm.
there's a lot in this game, a lot to do, and
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't know, just really really cool. I knew that I would like it. I didn't know I would like it this much. Especially since with sequels, sometimes you're like, oh, I've played the first game and the second one isn't as unique, or that there's
Yeah.
not as much wow or like shine on there. I guess because you've done it before, I still have that feeling, even though I destroyed Hades 1, and I am in the process of destroying Hades 2. Like I just, yeah,
I
really
was
really
going to say, I
good.
really appreciate that because I feel like Hades was the original, that is, was so successful that they really could have just done it again, kept the formula more or less the same, maybe,
Mm,
switched out the weapons and introduced some new characters. Like it really didn't need to be a lot more than that. But the fact that they took the time to keep, I guess, like the hallmarks of it that worked so well and that fans love, whilst introducing a character with new movement and new combat mechanics and just leveling it up the way that they seemingly have. I really admire quite a lot. And I'm very excited to get hands on with it myself as well.
even like because she's a witch, she has
Mm,
so magic now, right? And that she has an MP bar, and your boons and stuff will maybe say sacrifice some of that permanently to give you a certain buff or something. So they kind of
oh,
work
interesting.
the magic side of it into things. Like there's a lot. It's just completely different, and even the art
Yeah.
style, like it's the same, but because it's all very like I said nocturnal, like in my review, like that's the start. Like, it's got this very dark like palette to it compared to the first game. So even though the art
Yeah.
is the same, even the returning characters have been redesigned in a way to fit into this kind of more darker nighttime kind of setting. It's weird, but it's really cool.
Mm. I'm yet to actually point out you gave it a 9.5 in your review.
Yes,
So a very high score, which prompts me to ask, as I guess many people have sort of been pondering as well, is this now a Game of the Year contender in your mind?
it is. If you were to look at my scores this year, there are definitely
Got a
games that
few
have
high
scored.
ones.
There are games that have scored high. Shut the fuck up, Ewan. Don't score shame me.
No, I'm just saying it's
Yeah,
been a
this.
good year for James games.
Yeah, if that's yeah, okay. So yeah, it's pretty high up there. I still there was something about Bonanza, like for me, like I feel like that game just hit all the right spots and had a
Yeah.
great little moments for a big Donkey Kong fan like me. But yeah, no, this is one thing this obviously has over DK is like I've finished it, Hades 2, but I'm still playing it, whereas DK like it
Mm.
kind of just ends, right? Same with
Yeah.
Death Stranding to a certain extent as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely a front run. I think it'll be a front run for a lot of people. It's the highest rated game of the year. It's even higher than Silk Song.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Hectic.
Been another like great year for indies and kind of
Yes.
teams on debut as well. Thinking of Claire Obscure as well. This year's actually been nuts. I'm dreading like game of the year kind of deliberations time when we get into that. I'm rejigging my list daily, I think, and there's still a ton of games I haven't yet got to. Hades 2 I haven't dug into yet. I'm currently playing Ghost of Yotei and really enjoying that. That's kind of sitting pretty high up the list already on the basis of what I've played. But yeah, there's a few others I need to get to. It's a bit scary, and I haven't finished Claire Obscure yet. I like desperately want to get back to that and
Yeah,
drop the
wow.
difficulty down and finish that off.